Okay, this has to stop. This wrestling against the cage, holding against the cage, kneeing the leg, it's got to stop. I'm not here for it. This is not what I want to see. First of all, let me start off by saying Islam Makhachev won this fight fair and square. Okay, I'm going to start off with that. Islam Makhachev, he did not cheat. He did not bend the rules. Um, he did not bend the rules. He fought fair and square, and he won, and rightfully so. But he fought like a bit of a wuss. I mean, let's be real. He had, in that first round, Islam Makhachev had 3 minutes and 30 seconds of control time, and he did nothing significant with it. He just farmed control time. Now, I don't know about you, but this is a fight in a cage. This should not be. We should not be deciding champions based off control time, okay? I get it, it's impressive, and all these nerds out here saying, oh, this Makachev guy, he's so impressive, he can hold this guy down for 30 seconds, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. I don't care, okay? This is a fight in a cage. We should not be deciding things off of control time. It should be damage, it should be dominance, and if, Makachev was holding Gary against the cage and he was, punching him in the face, bloodying him up, kneeing him in the face, huge body shots, even to the leg, and mix that in as well. If you wanna mix in some knees to the thigh, if you're gonna use it to set up a big shot to the head, fair enough. But if you're just gonna hold Ian Gary for 3 minutes and 30 seconds against the cage and not even do anything significant with it, I get it. He was attempting to take Ian Gary down, but keyword attempting, he didn't. You don't get a gold medal for attempting to win the 100-meter sprint in the Olympics, all right? So that's my gripe with this fight. It's honestly less to do with Islam and more to do with how the sport operates. I think the referee should have stepped in more. I'm being honest. I think he should have stepped in more. I think he should have separated them, squared them back into the middle of the cage. It's not Islam's fault that he took advantage of this, and honestly, fair play to him. Why would he risk brain damage? Why would he risk getting knocked out cold, losing his belt, and potentially people saying, maybe this guy isn't the GOAT, maybe he's not as good as we thought. Why would he risk these things? It makes no sense. But at the end of the day, it's boring. Like, you can't convince me otherwise. If you were genuinely entertained by that fight, get a life, bro, because that's just sad. He didn't do anything in that first round. Now, okay, should he have won that first round? Yes. I'm not saying that. He clearly won that first round using the control time because Ian Gary didn't do anything significant back to Makhachev. Round 2, same thing. Makhachev, he wins that fairly obviously. That wasn't against the cage, though. I think, if my memory serves me correct, that was more on the mat where Makhachev had control. Round 3, I think Ian Gary won that. Makhachev had barely any control time. Round 4, I have a bit of a gripe with this because, yes, Makhachev once again 3 minutes of control time against the cage. However, Ian Gary, he got busy in that clinch. He was busy in the clinch. Gary turned around, so he was now facing Makhachev, and he was punching Makhachev in the head, in the body, and end of that round, Ian Gary had Makhachev's blood on his chest. Unless one of these Makhachev fans are going to be telling me that Makhachev cut open the chest of Ian Gary, which I don't think so, buddy boy. You see, Gary, he was hitting Makhachev with these short little shots, and he was doing some damage. Now, let me ask you this. What is the number one criteria of judging in the UFC? In MMA, even. In MMA, in mixed martial arts. It's damage. And Ian Gary did more damage. But these guys, the judges, they had it 49-46, and they obviously had Makhachev winning round 4. And I don't know how you can have Makhachev win round 4. I understand the control time, how impressive it is, okay? I understand this. But, come on, bro. It's a fight. We're talking about damage here. We're talking about bruising. We're talking about cuts. We're talking about blood. Opening your opponent up. And that's what Ian Gary did. He bruised up Makhachev in that clinch. He did some physical damage to Islam Makhachev. And he still lost the round somehow on 2 of the judges' scorecards. And I just don't see why this is the case. I think there needs to be some serious changes in this sport. Because how can you in a cage fight just be allowed to just stall, because that's what it is at the end of the day. It's just stalling. It's nothing else. It's not. I get it. It's hard to hold someone up against a cage for 6 minutes, right? If you combine them in total, or 6.5 minutes, whatever it is. It's impressive to hold someone against a cage and not let them escape. But it's boring to watch. And at the end of the day, it's sport. Why do we watch sport? For entertainment. And I want to be entertained. Now, I'm waiting for all you nerds in the comments to say, go watch kickboxing, yada yada. Oh, whatever, bro. It's mixed martial arts, and I get it. Islam had 2 highlights in that fight. He had the head kick, which was very good. Amazing head kick. Knocks out Ian Gary, but then he just gets on top of Gary, just sits on him in side control. There's no elbows, there's no vicious ground and pound. This is not the same Islam Makhachev on the rise at 155, okay? This is not the same guy. He just coasts now, and, he's older, doesn't want to risk brain damage, I get that, but this is the UFC, it's the Ultimate Fighting Championship. It's about ultimate fighting. And there needs to be some serious changes to the sport. We can't have this. We can't have this constant hugging against the cage. I like Ian Gary just as much as the next man, which is not at all. I don't like Ian Gary. Watch my last 5 shots. They're all dissing Ian Gary. And I'm happy Islam won this fight, because I would not have been able to bear Ian Gary winning this, because he would have been yapping his mouth off. And, this is on Gary as well. I mean, I think if he was more aggressive in this fight, rather than just glazing Makhachev in the whole build-up and everything else, literally suck it off Makhachev, slide trombone. Ridiculous, man, but there needs to be some changes in the sport so we can stop these stallers from being allowed and being able to just hold people against the cage for victories, because it's ridiculous at this point. It's just ridiculous. It's gone too far in my opinion. Whatever, man. It is what it is.